And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. Alright, it's time for another step in the process. We got stators and rotors, and I want to do motors. We're running low on motors here. I've got plenty back at the main base, but in order to get motors up and running, I need crystal oscillators, and these are used in many recipes that we are gonna jump on here. And so we're gonna need a lot of these. And they don't really craft all that fast. We're going to need roughly 116 per minute. That roughly translates to 12 and a half manufacturers making these things. So, yeah, these things are expensive, and we're going to give ourselves some room here. We're going to try to do something sensible here. How about right there? Where's my game audio? I'm not hearing any game audio at all. It helps to have my headphones plugged in. Okay, so we're gonna try to do 6 of these on a side and then overclock one of them by 50%. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. Give ourselves lots of space and see if we can't line this up. There's my line. Lots of space. Like that. So we're going to use an alt recipe for these, and it's going to be, if I can find it here, crystal oscillator, insulated crystal oscillator. So you can see a vast amount of quartz crystal for one of these, lots of rubber, and AI limiters, and we've got all of that ready to go. And by my calculations, none of these are going to be over 2,000 a minute total for the line. So we don't need multiple unpackers. We just need one unpacker. So yeah. Insulated, insulated, insulated. And I'm going to try to overclock one of these by 50%. Okay, that should get us what we need. Now we need the unpackers for the crystal, and I want to put these off to the side. Give ourselves a little wiggle room here. 1, 2, and these are going to unpack quartz crystal. Unpack quartz crystal, and you are going to be 65%, and you are going to be 65%. So that should get us the quartz crystal that we need. Let's do a merger. Well, let's figure out where our line's going to go. Right about here. So if we want to put this right there, that would line up with that nicely. So we could do a merger right about here. Well, yeah, right here is fine. Okay, so we're gonna need 1, 2, 3 different ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, obviously we're gonna need a lot of midway need a lot of seams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4 for now. We need a 4th. I like having the first one available, or at least free. Okay. So first step is getting. Well, let's see, what do my numbers say? Pretty much, well, except for AI limiters, pretty much everything is over 720. So we're going to have this one. This top one can be our crystal. This one can be our rubber, which is going to come from over there somewhere. And the AI limiters, they're actually up there somewhere. I need to figure out where we can bring those down, and that will dictate the direction of that bottom belt. But for now, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, yes. I knew it would work, I just didn't know why it wouldn't connect there. Something like that. Then we need a splitter on this side of things. Like that. These don't need to be super fast. And then our crystal is somewhere over there. Alright, now for power. Power should be relatively easy, since all of these can daisy chain up. Oh, that's right. The manufacturers don't daisy chain. I sent that little bug to the developer, and he hasn't yet updated the mod. Okay. So that's unfortunate. We gotta roll it old school here. I want one here, here, power line. And then this one can be these two machines and these two machines. Now, there's a power line right there. Beautiful. Okay, so let's figure out where we can bring the crystal down. Ideally, it would be right there. So I'm thinking somewhere in here. So just before that, or basically it's right on that mark right there. Okay, so this is right here. This is where the crystal is. So, we're gonna have to bring it up to there. And this, no, this wasn't it. So this is basically where we have to bring it down. Right there. So you to go to there. And that's where it'll come down. So let's Let's run the rest of that just so we have the supply coming in. That'll kickstart a lot of crafting on that end. All right. Now they should all be ready to rock and roll right over there. Okay, let's come down and mark 5. Oh, wait. Wait. Why did that not hook up? Okay. That's weird. It's kind of a first. There we go. Alright, I don't want them hooked up yet. I want to put the splitters and all the stuff in there first. Alright, let's go find where rubber is. We're going to need both rubber and plastic over here somewhere. So there's rubber. And we have quite a bit of rubber production going on right here. Okay, so we're going to want these coming in. Somewhere along this line. I mean, it's not like a bus system, but we have, let's see, let's see if I can find my, so quartz crystal oscillator is rubber, trying to find, plastic is supercomputers. Okay, so supercomputers are going to be not over here anywhere. Let's see if we can't get these in right over. I think this is the only thing that uses rubber. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so rubber is basically going to be right in here. And it's going to be the 1, 2, 3rd up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Look at the water moving. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually perfect. Look at that. Okay, so these probably, well, how many are we talking here? 820 a minute. So yeah, we're gonna need the mark 6 belt. I hope I have enough motors in here. And that's going to be the last bit there, because I don't want, again, I don't want the material on here when I am putting all the splitters. And the splitters I'm going to have to do off camera, because that's going to be, what, 3 times 12 splitters and other things and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a minute. Let's go figure out where we can do the AI limiters. let's see, this wasn't AI limit. Oh, this is AI limiter. Sweet. Okay. So, where are we at in terms of our crafting down there? So we could bring these straight down. Yeah, we could. This would fit. That's actually a little perfect. But I don't think we could do a lift. Oh, we can. Okay. How many of these are going to be consumed? Crystal or AI limiters, 117 per minute. So we could limit that using Mark II belts, but I wanna make sure we're gonna fill up these machines. So let's do that. Okay, now we want. This is going to be the second rung up the ladder here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. I want to get my height right. Mark 5s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's not perfectly lined up, but man, she's close. She is close. Okay. Now that those are here, we can go ahead and run all of these. That worked out so perfectly. It's crazy. And the output for all these, and we have a giant autosave coming in. There's a couple different recipes that are going to use these. Radio control units are going to use them. And we're going to need quite a lot. Quartz crystal is going to be used as well. So that is going to be tough to figure out where that goes. But crystal oscillators, motors are going to use them. Computers are going to use them. And that's looking like it. That's honestly kind of amazing. I thought there was going to be a lot more usage for these. So we want the mergers for these to come in like this. Oh, let's line it up with the right machine. And then let's bring this one this way. These machines are so big, it's really hard to manage how much stuff goes around them. Okay, so basically this one goes out like this. We're going to want Mark 5. No, Mark 5 belt. Come around. Up. Like that. And then the storage for these. Well, I don't think I want to pack these. This total production is going to be like 117.5 per minute. So I don't need to pack them. We can move them on a single belt just fine. Packing is really handy for belt compression of resources, and we don't need to do that here. You know what? Let's make this a walkway. I want to be able to walk underneath here. All right, so now it's just a matter of getting the belt and the splitters and the mergers and all of that stuff taken care of. All right. And now the sun has gone down and it's all dark outside. All right, the output's taken care of. And this is the one that's overclocked. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of crystal oscillators a minute. So let's try to see if we have enough materials to get this done. All right, I want to do one. Well, let's try to line this up first. 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. I'm going by the very subtle bounding box that these things have. And the reason why you leave a little bit of space in between the belts and the machines is so the belts that go over and connect the machines have a little bit of wiggle room to bend in case you're not perfectly lined up. Right there. There we go. Now before I clear the seams and do any of that, I want to make sure that these are good to go. So let me do all of that busy legwork off camera and get all of this set up and started. And how is our power doing? 15 gigawatts right now. 15, 16 gigawatts. When these kick on, these things are, that's 220 megawatts. 220. So that these are gonna suck a lot of juice. This is gonna be well over a gigawatt. Well over 2 gigawatts when this all kicks on, plus all of the support machines and stuff, of course. But yeah, I will get all this stuff hooked up and running, and then we can come back and jump on maybe one of the first components. I want to get motors up and running so I have them crafting for use in belts and stuff like that. At least have a local production of that. But otherwise, that's it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.